Welcome viewers, back after a long hiatus due to demands of work. Summer greetings from Kolkata. Today I have for review a curious little pen I recently acquired from Spain. This is supposed to be an antique from the 1990s if one is to believe the information provided by the seller, but I have not been able to obtain any certain information about the origins of this or about its manufacturer. I was rather intrigued by the peculiar design of the pen and could not resist placing an order, and it took about 10 days for it to arrive from Valencia to Kolkata. In case you are interested, I have purchased this off Etsy from a seller listed as Antique Vinta Boutique, a shop which offers a variety of vintage items, including, of course, fountain pens from the yesteryears. Coming to the pen, there are two distinct features that made this stand out for me. First, the long cap and the position of the clip. Now, in comparison to most other pens that we come across, the clip is positioned upside down. Now, this is a proper pocket pen, not only going by the size, but also because a good part of the length of the barrel is offset if you clip it inside your pocket. Because you would be placing the pen with the nib inside the cap. See that it goes downwards in the cap. So that is another unique design feature that you would see. Also quite interesting about this design is that it bears a resemblance to a capless retractable ballpoint pen. So this would be the clicky thing position if it were a ballpoint pen. So you can probably see the resemblance. And also because of the chrome tip, so you would expect in a ballpoint pen like that, the nib to come out right from here. Now, I had posted on Reddit to see if the fountain pen community could help me with the identification of the manufacturer of this pen. And I have received several conjectures on that. Among them, one Redditor informed me that Montegrappa once had released similar designs with retractable nibs. Another Redditor pointed out that this might be a tungsten lipstick dipper from the 1950s, 1960s. Tungsten being a sub-brand of Lamy at that time. However, I don't think it's plausible. First, because there's no branding of Lamy or any other manufacturer for that matter, of course, whatsoever on the body of the pen. It's unlikely that a Lamy production would not have advertised the brand name anywhere. Two, simply because the pen does not look old, definitely not that old. The other Redditors alerted me to a listing on Penhouse featuring an identical looking pen. There's a YouTube video by the seller reviewing the pen in that listing, warning that it tends to be leaky and advised me not to carry it in a shirt pocket. But so far, having used this pen and carrying it clipped to my pockets for almost 2 months now, I haven't faced any significant problem with leaks. Which again makes me doubt that the pen I have with me is from the exact stock that is listed on Penhouse. Another reason is that the pen listed there does not seem to come with this aerometric converter, as you can see here, but only with a generic short international cartridge. Yet another Redditor shared this listing from an online antique store in Spain. This listing looks identical along with the red and chrome finish, although I have no way of knowing if this comes with a converter like the one I have in my hand. While my search for a definite answer regarding the origins and manufacturer of this pen remains inconclusive, let me address my writing experience with this pen. Now, the bulk of the body is primarily made of steel, save for the outer coating of red resin around the steel cap. The cap is heavier than the rest of the pen. It is possible to write well without the cap posted if you have smaller hands like mine, but it feels a little too light. Posting this long cap has several advantages. One, it increases the length of the pen more than enough to sit comfortably in hands of any size. Two, the weight of the posted instrument feels just perfect in my hand. Three, the coating of the cap ensures that the pen does not slip from the grip. Let me then demonstrate it in action. A little note on my choice of ink for this sample. This pen has a distinctly feminine look by way of its overall design and the bright red on the long neck cap, giving it that similarity with a lipstick. It also feels like a cultural hallmark of expressing feminine vanity. These associations motivated me to try this particular ink from the Shulekha Swaraj series called Grapes of Wrath, which also reminds me of a similar shade often used in lipsticks. Now, this is a steel nib with a European fine tip. It has these interesting vertical carvings on the sides of the nib, and the feed is plastic, by the way. Let's see how the whole deal runs on paper. So far, so smooth. No skips. Now a bit about its dimensions. In its capped length, it comes to about 12.5 centimeters. The uncapped length is about 10.5 centimeters. The length of the cap itself comes to about 9.5 centimeters. And if I post it, the back of the barrel, the length goes up to about 14 centimeters. Now the nib writes very smooth, nothing to complain there. The feedback is on the blunter side. It's distinct, it's certainly noticeable, and the output is not particularly wet, but it's expected from a fine tip nib, I guess. Very sober, minimalist, perhaps even a very dainty feel about writing with it. I think that this design was intended for people who like a ballpointy vibe to their fountain pens. This one sure could be mistaken for one if one is not looking too closely. That's it from me in this video. Please let me know in the comments if you happen to own one of these and you know something more definite about its origins. Thank you for watching. See you soon with another video.